Hello, friends. It's great to be back with you again. Let us see what Samarth Ramdas Swami has said in his 202nd shloka. Manā gūzare tūja prapta jhāle Parī aṅtarī pāhije yatna kele Sada pāvije niścayāsī Dharī sajjanīsaṅgatī dhaṅya hosī. O my mind, now you have acquired the secret knowledge, but you must continue to put the efforts internally. You will become blessed when you keep the company of the saints and always listen to their guidance with a firm resolve. After explaining the details in the first 200 shlokas and then showing the benefit of that in the 201st shloka by giving his own example, Samarth Ramdas Swami is now letting our minds know what needs to be done to get the benefits of these. He uses the word gūja, which means secret, but there is something more than just being a secret when we use this word. It is used when something which is secretly held in someone's mind that is very beneficial to the listener and is affectionately explained personally in a confidential and heartfelt way by the Guru. Samarth Ramdas Swami is telling our minds that he has now given this secret knowledge, but then immediately he is reminding that just as any other knowledge, only acquiring that knowledge is not sufficient. It needs to be supported by persistent and sincere efforts. It needs to be constantly reminded and rekindled. It needs to be refined in many ways. And the most important of that is constantly being in the company of the real gurus or saints and understand from them the meanings of the scriptures. Nowadays, it will be difficult that we are in the actual company of the saints all the time while performing our duties in the daily life. But there are many avenues available thanks to the technology. There is lot of information available on the internet, books, scriptures, YouTube videos, and obviously there are in-person events. And with the COVID situation, now everyone is getting extremely familiar with the video conferences, and it has become a second nature like we were using mobile phones for audio calls earlier. Majority of the famous gurus are conducting seminars and events using the video conferencing systems, and with many of us working from home or forced to be at home can easily attend these conferences and make use of the extra time available saved by avoiding the commute to work and other places. If we acquire some knowledge and then go back to our daily life, it is easy to get engrossed in the pleasures and the desires. The ego will pop its head very easily again. Hence, it is important that we keep on listening to these shlokas, understand their meaning again and again, and support it by reading other scriptures. Taking the liberty here to add something in which I personally firmly believe in. I am a firm believer that it is important to read anything at least 3 times to fully understand the new learning or to acquire a new skill. First time when we are acquiring the information, it is like trying to solve a puzzle having lots of pieces with each of the pieces need to be looked at carefully, individually. The only problem we have in real life is that we do not have the picture of the complete puzzle in front of us to refer to. It is critical at this stage to write down as many questions for the needed clarifications about what we are learning while completing all exercises and related practices for the topic or chapter in hand. Same is true here for the Manache Shlok by Samarth Ramdas Swami. We keep on understanding one shloka at a time when we are doing the first iteration of the reading or listening to the shlokas and their meanings and explanations. The second time, when we go through everything again, we start putting some linkages together. It is equivalent to forming some parts of the puzzle by linking few of the pieces together in each part. Multiple substructures and linkages start forming, and our understanding becomes a little bit better. The second time when we listen or read these shlokas, then we start linking what Samartha Ramdas Swami has said in a particular shloka to what he has said in few other shlokas, either earlier or later in the sequence, and we start understanding them a little better. Then comes the third iteration, when more and more linkages are put together while firming up the understanding of the individual pieces, thus helping the subsections of the puzzle to be put together to complete the puzzle. By the time the third reading is done, we no more look at the individual pieces but clearly always see the whole picture. This is when the real thorough understanding happens. Then at that point and any time after that, we will at once understand what Samartha Ramdas Swami has explained in the entire 205 shlokas of these Manache Shloka. At the same time, it may be possible that we will not be able to understand it ourselves even after going through multiple times. Hence, it is critical to get the guidance from the real gurus and clarify any doubts coming to our minds. Friends, if you liked this explanation, feel free to provide your feedback and do like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel A Dialogue with Our Mind. जय जय रघुवीर समर्थ।